Jesus came to bring a sword. All right, VYG, so we are back with another tip, and we're almost at the end of this influencer series. And as you heard me just say, Jesus came to bring a sword. And for those of you who are not really familiar with what I'm talking about, well, just understand that Jesus himself said, "Don't believe that I came to bring peace on earth, but I came to bring a sword." It's good if you read the rest of that passage so you understand the context. And basically, in a nutshell, to bring it into this tip today, which is called trouble, you have to understand that you, being a true influencer, especially holding the principles, the faith that you do as a young Christian, you have to expect trouble. There's an old expression that says, if you're going to make an omelette, you're going to have to break a few eggs. And it's the same way if you want to have a good influence on the world, you have to expect that trouble will be a part of that. And I've seen many people, they get really surprised because they get shown or taught a wrong idea of this faith that we hold. They get surprised when, they leave a negative lifestyle, they leave wrong things, whether it's crime, addictions, and you can clearly see, anyone can, I think even someone who has no eyes can see, that person is much better than they were. Not perfect, none of us are or ever will be, but they're very, very different. They're happy, they're full of joy. They say now, instead of them hating life, they love it. And they get shocked when not everyone is happy with their change. Not everyone supports the fact that this person now holds a higher level of moral standards. And that's only the beginning. I mean, those of you who've ever become Christian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not you who are necessarily born in a Christian household. You may have faced it here or there, but especially you who left a wrong life, you left the world and you started following God. You experienced that, definitely. But now, if you want to be a young person who's an influencer, trust me, you're going to face a lot of attacks. I often ask you to think of someone, whether they're from the biblical times or whether they're a modern influencer, a real influencer again, not just someone with a load of likes and follows on social media. I ask you to think of them. I ask you to think of them for a number of reasons, about the impact they make and so on. But now I want you to think about them and try and find me one. Try and find me one real influencer who didn't get into trouble because of what they believed in and what they stood for. So get ready, VYG. Don't ask for it. Don't look for trouble. We don't do that. And Jesus didn't. Arguably the greatest influencer, and we're not talking about Jesus being God only, we're talking about Jesus as the man who walked in the world as well. Easily we can say he's been the greatest influencer in human history. And he wasn't asking for trouble, wasn't necessarily looking for it. But as he said, I came to bring a sword. And so wherever he went to, trouble also was not that far away. All right, VYG, I hope this was helpful. And this, I would say, is less of a tip and more of a warning. Or warning makes it sound a bit hard, a bit harsh. But more of, preparation, preparation, just preparing you. Like teachers, they prepare you and they say, oh, those exams, they're going to be a bit harder than the ones you had before. Just preparation. But I'm sure that if you keep it on board, you keep it in mind, you apply what you've learned, I'm sure definitely soon you'll become the youth you were always meant to be. And prepare yourself, because next week is the finale of this series. Do you hear wedding bells? I do. Get ready for next week, the wedding. Take care. God bless. Alright, so if you found this video helpful, I advise you to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Don't wait. and also hit the like button and the notification bell. And there's something really interesting that YouTube are doing now. You choose how many notifications or the types of notification you want to receive. So actually, instead of it being personalized, you can click all. So then all the videos that we post up, you will be the first to know about them. Until next time, guys, take care.